What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be all about the garden because we've had a lot of days of rain. I have a lot of, well, not a lot. I have some things that needs to be harvested, and I kind of want to plant some more seeds, and I want to give you guys a sunflower update and just explain what happened if you didn't watch my short. My sunflower got knocked over, not sure by what, but it got knocked over and a piece of it broke off, and I splinted it up and I staked it up, and it's been sitting in the shade over here for a couple days. And we've made a little friend. We call him Pizza, the lizard. He's been safeguarding our sunflower. Let's harvest some stuff. All right, so first up, our lizard friend is over here. I don't know if I can show you. I'm gonna show you Pizza. Oh, he's gone. He's hopping from, you can't really see him. First, we're going to harvest this kale. All right. I don't know if I want to harvest the whole thing or if I want to pull off some of the leaves, but it's a lot, and it's starting to shade our squash. So yeah, let's just pull off the leaves.
No. Oh, no. No.
And then let it continue to grow. I'm gonna take these leaves off too, just because I'm not gonna use this one, but anyway. What's up, y'all? We're about to have a quick little convo right now because your girl, this is what happens when you don't label your garden. And yeah, let me okay, you see this beauty? Yeah, I trimmed the leaves off, you know. Right now I got some in the oven, making some chips out of them. But guess what? That is a broccoli plant. That is not a kale plant. That is a broccoli plant. Now, I researched it, and you can still eat the leaves as though they were greens. But that is a broccoli plant. And I'm a little, I'm laughing at myself because I've been chopping these leaves, stunting the growth of a broccoli growing. This is a broccoli plant. This is a whole broccoli plant. A whole, hear me when I say, don't be like me. Make sure you label your plants. Make sure when you're watering, you don't like water too hard to the point where it'll like move your seeds around, because things like this can happen. I planted kale and I planted broccoli and I planted lettuce in this garden bed, okay? So I was expecting to get kale, and when I didn't see any broccoli, quote unquote, I assumed that, okay, well, this giant thing has to be kale. It has to be kale. It has to be kale. But no, it is in fact a broccoli plant. And I am in fact baking broccoli leaves to make broccoli leaf chips. Broccoli green chips. I don't know what you want to call it. But yeah, learn from my mistakes. Label your garden. Label your plant. Even when you think you know what they are, label them. Label them. Okay? That is the end of my TED Talk. You have a great day. Now, my tomatoes that are right over there, they have some blossom end rot from all of the rain that we had. Let me bring y'all in a little bit closer. And I had some sort of plant back here. I don't know what it is, but it's doing good too. I'm going to actually cover it up with some more soil because it seems like that's what it's trying to do itself. I'm just going to cover that up. Oh, I think it's a cucumber plant. All right. And then I think that is onion. Some squashes back here. Oh, look, guys. Pizza. He's there. How cool is that? But anywho, all right, so let's move on. I'm going to first tie up this sunflower some more. So let's get that going. It looks like a baby. And it's so cool that he's still like right here. I think he's safeguarding the whole entire garden, which would be awesome. All right, now our little sunflower has some support. Chop off these extra scraggly pieces. They're nice and neat. Not exactly sure if any of this stuff in here are weeds. Oh, speaking of weeds, that thing that I thought was a pea plant is not actually a pea plant. It is actually weeds. It's weeds, and it's climbing, and it's going crazy, and I need to cut it. Our tomato plant here. We have another tomato that has blossom and rot, so we're going to go ahead and chop that off and chuck it. See? This is what happens when it's too much moisture. But again, everything else looks good. This other tomato in here doesn't seem too bad, and we still have some more tomatoes growing up here. So I'm just going to shake it, check for some suckers, and pull those things off. I see some little ones, so we'll just get them all though. All right, this side's looking good. I really forget what I planted over here. Sometimes I can't tell if it's a weed or what. I'm about to Google it. So apparently Google says this is a pecan. I genuinely do not remember planting that here, and chances are it came from the bird seeds. I don't know what I'm going to do with this. Maybe I should transplant it and see. I have a little pot. I'm going to transplant it to this little pot that I have, and we're going to see what happens. Because that's crazy if that is a pecan. That's a pecan tree. All right, so moving right along to the other side. And now, spiderweb, we need to get over here because my tomato plant is leaning like something. Oh, wow, that thing is leaning. We need to support it. That's why we have this trellis here. We're just going to tie it up against the trellis and then let it continue to go upwards. Last week sometime, I pushed all of the potato leaves to the other side of the trellis because they were shading this tomato plant something serious. But it looks like they're still like they came back on the other side. And I don't know if you guys can see this, but it's so cool. Yeah, look, it's like super yellow down there. I don't know if you can see it. I'm sorry if you can't. But it's like super yellow. And I take that as a great sign that our potatoes are almost ready. And I can't wait. I'm not even gonna bother to try to pull those weeds up because I'm gonna have to pull that stuff up anyway. So yeah. Alright, so this area looks decent. It looks decent over here. Everything has a bottle. That's also what I'm trying to do, is make sure all my garden beds have bottles so that I can fill them and I can self-water. Okay, something has died in here. I don't know. I think it was my cucumber. But I think I just put this in a wrong spot for them because of these potatoes. Like, yeah. I need to get this because I don't think it's a beneficial bug at all. Let me see if I can let you guys see it. But then again, it might be because it looks like a ladybug. But these little eggs on this, I don't know. These eggs on this leaf are not looking too promising. So we're just going to break that off and chuck it somewhere. And let me see if I can find that ladybug looking insect. Oh, here it is. So I mean, it's yellow and it has bright, oh, can you see it? Come on, there it is. It's yellow and it has black spots. I don't know. I'm gonna leave it because if it is a ladybug, it's gonna eat the aphids and the other little insects. And I'll just Google that later to see what that was. So you see the strawberry plants? They're small, probably because they're not getting enough sun, but they're still doing good. All right, moving on to this area right here. Let me bring it down some, not up, down. So these two pots, I think my sunflower is done. It's not gonna grow. I'm gonna pull that. I'm gonna pull this cucumber, but I'm gonna leave this cucumber and I'm gonna pull whatever this was. They did not do so well. But I will leave this cucumber in here because it looks like it's doing fine. And remember that pecan? This thing was so deeply planted into the bag. Oh yeah, we're putting this over here. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's gonna do well. I don't know, but we are about to plant it. That's all I do know. Put it right in the middle by itself though, because I don't know what it is. Some green little bugs in here. So yeah, we're gonna put that right in there. I need some more, put some compost over it.
But that compost looks like dirt.
It's been composted down. It's gonna look like dirt. Got some big chunks in it though. So yeah, I don't know what this thing is. I googled it. It said it was a pecan tree, so we're gonna leave it. Or a pecan sapling, so we're gonna leave it. I just repotted it over here by itself and we're going to see what happens. I'm sorry if the quality looks like a foot.
I wonder if in tumbleweed, when they put it liquid swoop in soapy water and move it around, it makes bubbles, big ones.
Oh yeah, it did, didn't it? All right, so yeah, I'm sorry if this quality looks like crap right now. I just turned my camera around so I could see what I'm filming, so y'all not getting the sky or some random thing that I don't want y'all to see. So I just turned it around. But here are some papayas. I'm going to just take some of them out, because they're all not going to be able to grow that like this tightly together. So we're just going to thin them out. Leave the strong ones. This is still like the most difficult thing to do for me. I don't like pulling up plants. I really don't. But such is life, right? God prunes people out of our life so that we can accomplish the things he has set out for us. So it could be a good thing. It'll hurt, but it could be a good thing. Pruning is necessary. Thinning out is necessary for growth. So, I have one right there. And there were some big, like, stick pieces in here that I didn't even realize was in here, weighing down the seedlings. So of course they weren't going to sprout like they should have, but I would be excited to just have like one, let alone all the ones that's actually in here. I wish I had some tweezers with me so I could just easily pull them out without pulling out the ones that I want to keep. And I guess I could like replant them elsewhere. So whichever ones I don't destroy as I'm pulling them out, I probably will replant them somewhere else. But as of right now, it looks like I'm destroying a lot of them as I'm pulling them out. I'm just trying to make space. Just trying to make space. Okay. You see this cluster? Like, I don't know which one to pull. Because I need to... Okay. I'm going to take this one. This one has good roots on it. We're going to replant that one. I'm going to take this one. It has a little root on it. We might replant that one. It's small though. I'm going to take this one that has no roots. I think that's how we'll do it. If it don't have a root on it, it can't stay. So far those two look good. I'm going to take this one. We'll replant that one. So I'm going to replant those 3, and I'm going to leave these 4 in here. Now, I am going to replant these 4 in here so that they have more space to grow. So let's do that real quick. Can't get y'all no lower. Alright, so I'll take this one that's over here in the corner, gently pull it out, dig a hole, stick them in, and cover them up gently. Ooh. Pull this big old stick out. Alright, so we got 2 right there. And I'm going to replant this one. It's close to the edge too. Dig a hole. Stick them in. Cover them up. Boom. 4 nice looking papayas. And we'll just cover it up. Cover it back up. And now over here we have bell peppers that we planted on April 18th. These are looking good. They're looking real good. We're going to leave them exactly how they are. Let them grow a bit more before I start thinning those out. And here we have a squash that needs to come out immediately. So, where can I put this squash at? Also, I need to dig a hole for the water bottles to go in that one. I'll do that last. Where can I put this? Oh, I know where I could put the squash at. Let's move on. I'll put the squash somewhere in a minute. All right, so in here we had some passion flowers. I did not see anything coming up. Nothing was germinating. So what we're going to do, we're going to plant 2 papayas over here. I'm going to put them kind of not close. This one and the one that didn't have a big root on it. I'm going to put them both in here. another one. And then I have an okra container that didn't do anything either. We're just going to do the same thing. Use the container to repot these papayas. The most difficult thing is trying to get them to stay standing. Okay. So yeah, those are our little papayas. I lost one. Oh, here it is. All right, so this is our okra that has no growth. So we're gonna take our other papaya and stick her in here. Just stuck my finger down in there. That one was easy to do. Get that big. Ah! I pulled it right back up. Oh, this is gonna go through some shock. All right, little papaya. Okay, before we move on to this up here that you guys cannot see because I'm not angling it correctly. So before we move on to this, I need to show y'all this flower from this. I think it's called a portula. And these, I need to take the heads off of these marigolds. So look at this. It bloomed today, and then it died back. But it looks so cool. This is the portulas. They got so big, and it has a pretty yellow flower on it. It had a pretty yellow flower on it. It was open today, but it just died back. But it was so cute. I was like, oh my gosh. Our hollyhocks are still going good. I'm probably going to pull off these lower leaves because they're yellow. And this marigold here. Oh, it is rotting. My goodness. So yeah, we're going to get that cleaned out too.
Mom.
Oh, and these are our chamomile.
And when the water touched the cement,
Looks good.
it melted.
Yeah. This marigold. I think it rotted. It's so black down here. Yeah, we're just gonna toss that to the side. Pull that weed out of there and loosen up this soil so we can use it again for something else. Oh, that is super moist. Too moist. I'm like squeezing. I can feel the water dripping out. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it had too much moisture. Stick that down there. And while we're at it, let's go ahead and clip off these leaves over here. All right, that looks good. So y'all see this? I thought that this was a pea plant. I thought these were pea plants, but this is a weed, and this has got to go because it said it'll choke out the other plants. So we're going to harvest these collards that's down here, and then we're going to pull up that weed. So let's get started. And with this, I'm just going to take the whole entire plant because the bug just flew in my nose. I'll pull up the roots in a minute, but I gotta get this bed cleaned out. I gotta get this bag cleaned out. I have to figure out how I'm about to pull this out of here because I want to put that squash over here. So all our collards. Yeah, this was a stinking weed. I can't believe it. It tricked me. Google tricked me. That's why sometimes you can't actually always go off of Google because sometimes they don't be knowing. Or just, I don't know, the picture may not be right, but yeah. I'm going to pull off the leaves. I'm going to turn them the other way so that we know that these were the collards. Again, leaf miners were on this one. This one was getting all eaten up. So yeah, it's time for it to go. Definitely got bit by something. Probably a baby spider. Or a mosquito. Oh, my bad. It was 4 plants over here. That's why it looks so full. Wow. So yeah, there's that. And let's pull these last 2. This one is a big one. That's for sure. Wow, this is huge. Huge. Ah, there was something biting me. I need to get some sleeves. But it's so hot outside. All right. Let's do it. Let's chop it up. Now this was destroyed. I scared away a bird. Whoops. Alright, I probably am going to get my jacket because I need to get over in that area and pull the roots up. So I probably will get my jacket. And then I'll just take it off once I'm finished. It's falling all over the place. Okay, so that's all of our collards from out of this bed. Now I need to clean up all these weeds that I thought was a pea plant. I need to get it all, get it all, get it all. And just like that, we have a cleared garden bag. I've loosened up the soil, pulled out all the roots. Also, this is a failed recording session because I definitely had my tripod in the frame. So you might see a clip of me pulling the weeds out, and you might not. But we are going to go ahead and plant in this squash. Ooh, almost chopped it up. Oh yeah, it's time for this squash baby to come on out of here.
Now let's plant them all
So we're gonna put this squash. I think I'm gonna put it towards the trellis so I can stake it up and put some other plants over here next to it. Just put you right there. And also our water bottles. I think I was putting 2 in each one. So we'll put a bottle over here.
I think it's telling us where the wind is
And a bottle over here.
The wind is going this way. Why is it?
And then I'm assuming to plant peppers next to squash. I mean, I'm going to. I don't know if you can. There's some squash seeds in here still that didn't actually germinate completely, so I'm gonna put them in there too. This one started to germinate. We're gonna put this one back here next to this other trellis. I definitely planted it too deep just now. I'm not gonna cover it up too much. All right, just like that, that one's done. Now we're gonna come on over here and continue to add bottles to all of these bags. So here are some cherry tomatoes some grape tomatoes from the store. I'm gonna cut them in half and I'm gonna put one back there. I have a worm in there, so it'll help it decompose. I'm gonna plant 1 tomato per bag, but split in half. So we'll put this one like right here, right on the surface, because it ain't gonna take it long to grow. And then we'll do one back here. Oops, just like that. All right, now let's go back to this other bed and put in some peppers and tomatoes. And do one, and I'm gonna put 2 next to each other. Do 2 strong ones. 2. Those 2 can go. And 1, 2. Those 2 can go. I'll put the rest of these in here for now. And we're also going to plant in a tomato. So, 2 pepper plants right here. And then they're nice and deep. And I'll put 2 pepper plants right here.
Use this flashlight.
And then all right, that one's good. There. Let's put a bottle in here. And I see some roots sticking out of the top of this tomato plant. I'm going to cover it up with some more soil. One right there. Let me put a bottle back here. That's what tomatoes do. Anytime soil touches the stem, it grows roots. All right, let's move on to the next bag. And I'm not going to fill these bottles up today because it's supposed to rain tomorrow. I'll fill them up probably some other time. Just not today. I don't know if beans and peppers can grow next to each other, but I got so many more that I need to plant, so I'm gonna try. I'm gonna put 2 pepper plants in each of these bags. But these ones I'm not going to plant so closely together. I'm gonna spread them out
we're looking for a red pop.
Alright, and let's do another 2 over here. I need to hurry up because it's getting late and I need to cook. Luckily, what I'm making is not going to take a long time to cook, but I do need to speed up the process. Alright, I need to get to this loofah bag, so I need to move this raspberry bag out the way so I can get over there. Alright, and now the same thing we did to them peppers, we're going to thin out some of these plants. Only thing is I'm probably not going to transplant them, but I am going to bring them out a bit. Probably dig them into the ground a little bit deeper since they're like slouching. The only thing going in this bag is loofah, so keep my mouth closed. There's flying insects all over the place. It's like really plant it very deep. Deeper into the soil.
Cloud.
Some of this stuff looks like cucumbers too. We're just gonna let it grow and see what it is, because I can't remember if I put cucumbers over here with them. Good as it's gonna get over there. All right, moving on to the other side over here. I just need to add tomato and pepper to this corn bag. I mean, this carrot bag. Put some bottles over here. Same old routine. I don't know. I'm gonna get this bottle over here. I'm gonna put this big one.
Wait, I'm actually kind of cleaning. Mommy, on the inside, curly looks pretty.
There's so many
bright.
berries on this.
I'm trying to dust it off.
I'm gonna just put it right here in the corner. Oh, these roots is all over the place. Just stick it right there. Cover it up. Nope, that ain't deep enough. It ain't deep enough. This bush is so big, I don't want to disturb it. Okay, I think that's good. Push that in there. Cover it back up. The next thing I'm gonna do, once I get all of the bottles planted in another video, is lay down some mulch. Or straw. Oh, and then I'm pulling these garlics today. That is exciting. I completely forgot. There's only a few carrots over here. So let's do, I'm just gonna put the tomato over here, not the peppers. I'll put the peppers in this garlic bag. Let's just do 2 tomatoes over here. If I remember correctly, I think I put a worm in every single garden bag. Okay, now for the fun part, harvesting the garlic. I'm so excited for this. I'm so excited for this. Make sure the angle is good because I will be darned if I don't get a good angle. The raspberries are in the way. I mean blackberries, but that's okay. Let's scoot some of these pots over. There we go. All right, guys. Here goes nothing. Oh dear. Who would have known this would have been difficult to pull out the ground? Good Lord. You gotta get up underneath it. Wow. I hope I didn't smush it, but there's one garlic. Oh my gosh, this is my first garlic. Leave some of the, it has to cure, so I'm gonna leave some of that on there. I'm not expecting them to be ginormous. Uh-oh. Because I bought these from the store. They didn't come from like a garlic farm or anything like that. Something else is growing in here. It's a potato. I forgot I put a potato in here. I'm gonna cover that back up. Okay. Okay, here's another garlic. This one's a tiny one too.
What happened? Mommy, look what happened to Lightning McQueen sticker. Whoa, now I see what the roots look like.
Here's another garlic.
What's garlic? Is it a fruit or a vegetable?
It is,
A vegetable.
I think it's called an heirloom.
And whoa, that was a lot of dry sand. My monster truck grave is covered in sand. And some of this sand
Ooh, that has a spider on it. Oh. Pull this weed out of there. It had a whole spider on it. I don't know where that spider went to. But I want my garlic, so. Oh, I can smell the garlic.
what was that sound?
One more garlic. This one is a big one. At least I think it is. It was a floating spider. Spider floating on the web. Wow, this is the biggest one. I'm so ecstatic. We have garlic. All right, so there was a potato in here. There is a potato in here. I am going to move it towards the back of the bag so I could plant in my wow. You ever seen the root of a potato actually growing in the soil? That's so cool. But I'm going to move it towards the back of the bag because I need the front of the bag. Again, I don't know where that spider went to, but it's gone now. Taking a good old shower. Pull up some of these roots. Gotta plant this thing deep. All right, and cover her back up. And then plant in the peppers. I have just enough. I have 4, I think. Maybe it's 5. I want to do 2 in the front. Together. 2 over here. And I have 1 left, so I'm going to put that one somewhere else. I'm not going to stuff it all in here. And yeah, there we go. Now over here in this bag are blueberries. I'm just going to clean the weeds out of them. It wasn't many, but moving on. I almost forgot to put the bottles in. I'm gonna put them in these bags again. So this is an actual pea plant, not that thing that I thought it was. I also put the bottles in those bags, and we're almost done. We just got this little section left, and then we'll be finished. Something is eating the heck out of my cabbage back here. And now at this point, I am just putting bottles in all of these bags as many as I can. Probably can be.
If we put it with some more piles of chocolate, then it'll be.
lettuce over here. 2 of them. And something else was in here that, oh, it was a pea. Yeah, lettuce and peas in one bag, or at least in this bag, because it's too small. Didn't do so well. Definitely have something in my eye. Alright. Moving on to this fig. And I have 4 more bottles. This fig tree is doing really good. I see a lot of new growth. The point in putting these bottles in here is so that they do not dry out so quickly. Or if they do dry out, they'll get their water. And then I'll put the last 2 in this bag. Tomato did not do so well over here. That's alright. Oh, it's a potato over here. That's why I didn't do so well. Lord, I forget why I be planting these potatoes. I put it right on top of a potato. That's why I didn't root. And these marigolds look so good over here. That's the last bottle. Now we're going to do a sunflower update and move him back where he was. Also, I need to harvest some herbs. So let's harvest some herbs first. Alright, but last but not least, I just moved our sunflower back to its home. Here's how it's looking. It's been sitting in the shade for like a couple days, and I don't think it caught any of that rainwater we had. So I did put some water in there. So it's looking a little slouchy. Hopefully tomorrow it'll look better, but that's how it's looking. It's still alive. It's still alive. Let's see the wound. It's still alive nonetheless. And this is how the rest of our garden is looking now that we have harvested quite a bit. I cannot wait to show you. Here is a weed. So I was afraid that these tomatoes weren't going to, I thought they were stunted, but they're actually not. They're doing good over here. Apparently I have a potato over there and a potato in that bed, but here's everything. It's looking so good. Pretty much everything has a water bottle in it too. I just need to put a bottle in here. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more bottles. And that's it. So, starting. Strawberries, looking good. Herbs I have harvested quite a bit of. Everything's looking good. Berries, so many berries. Raspberries, loofah. I think I did put a cucumber in there, so we're going to say cucumber. Everything is looking good, looking happy and healthy. We pulled those marigolds that were rotted. Replanted papayas and those 2 things. Portula is looking good. All of that up there is looking good. Potatoes are almost ready to be harvested. I'll give them another 3 weeks or so. I put some, I don't know if the birds are going to eat that, but they might. And I just got a notification saying that we're going to get rain tonight, so that's great. I'm not going to water them because we're going to have some rain. And over here, I harvested all that kale off of there. Yeah, I had some blossom end rot on our tomatoes, but that's okay because we still have some more growing. We found a pecan sapling. We replanted that. Everything looks good. Finally got around to harvesting the garlic. So we got some garlic. Thumbnail. Got some garlic and a whole heap of, well, I have to put these in some water. We got a whole heap of greens and herbs. So excited. No, I'm gonna put it in the sink and put it in some water.
We're gonna put it in the sink.
Mm-hmm.
Put it